Good morning, everyone. I am Nika Bongo. My topic for today is the flexible learning and teaching. Flexible learning and teaching refers to an approach that allows for adaptability and customization in the learning process, taking into consideration the diverse needs, preferences, and circumstances of students. It involves creating an environment where both students and teachers have the flexibility to choose and engage in learning activities that best suit their individual needs and teaching styles. Flexible learning and teaching daw. So, for example, for us, as a future teacher, so, di ba, the teacher should be flexible in case na the needs of their students are, for example, they need to have a visual or representation so that they can understand well, or they want that to see at, or they have other deeper understanding for that. Flexible teaching. So, 'di ba, as a future teacher is we need to be flexible. For example, we will find activities that will suit to our student. For example, they can learn through a visual. So, 'di ba, we need to have PPTs or illustrations or anything that they can class a lesson, so that they will understand and they have a deeper understanding for that. There are 7 flexible learning and teaching strategies. So, the first is the personalization. So, flexible teaching, learning and teaching aim to personalize the learning experiences for students. It recognizes that each student has unique strengths, interests, and learning preferences. So, the teacher will, here in personalization, so the teacher needs to the activities that where the student are interested for, and if where they are prepared. So, for example, ang isa ka bata is maka-learn siya through through visual, of course, diba? So, we need to give they are prefer to visual, so of course we will give them visual, of course, illustration or diagrams or PPTs or video presentation, so that they can understand. And for the other is if they can learn it through hands-on, so diba, we need to provide the tangible things or the manipulative, so that they can learn best. So the next is differentiated instruction. So flexible teaching involves using various instructional strategies and approaches to cater to the diverse needs of students. The teachers can differentiate their instruction by adapting content, process, and product to accommodate different learning styles and abilities and interests. So, in the differentiated instruction, so we need to make undifferentiated activities so that all students are, lahat ng student natin is makakasali, or for example, they are preferred to the hands-on, diba? So, we need to give them tangible things, and we will have our video presentation, so that all the students that can learn through tangible or visual, so we can give them their needs. Okay, so diba, pag meron tayong differentiated instruction, so lahat ng students is mabibigay natin yung mga needs nila, or kung saan sila mas prefer. Kasi nga, diba, meron tayong differentiated instruction or instructional strategies. So, for example, they are good in drawing. So, 'di ba, makikita natin kung saan yung, kung meron ba silang abilities na mag-draw on, and also makikita natin kung saan sila interested. The third one is the varied learning pathways. Flexible learning allows students to choose their own learning pathways. based on their interests and goals. It provides opportunities for students to explore different topics, engage in independent research, collaborate with peers, and pursue projects that aligns with their individual learning needs and aspirations. So here in the varied learning pathway, the teacher will allow the student to choose their own, kung saan sila interest on kung anong gusto nilang mag-goal, at saka it provides opportunities for, so para hinahayaan ng mga teacher ang mga students para maka-explore din sila at makagawa sila mga independent research, so ganun. So here in the varied learning pathway, so hinahayaan ng teacher ang mga students para makagawa sila ng kanilang sarili or kung saan sila gusto. The fourth is the technology integration. Technology plays a crucial role in flexible learning and teaching. It provides tools and platforms that enable students to access learning resources anytime and anywhere, collaborate with peers virtually, and engage in interactive and multimedia-rich learning experiences. So here in the technology integration, so diba, the technology plays a crucial role. Yes, because for example, yung pandemic days, diba? So nakakapagklase tayo kahit saan kasi meron tayong technology. So at of course, 'di ba, through technology, marami na tayong na-learn here in the Google platforms or anywhere, and also marami ng learning ngayon sa technology. So importante talaga yung technology. Fifth is the blended learning. So flexible learning often incorporates a combination of face-to-face and online learning experiences. Blended learning combines traditional classroom instruction with online resources and activities, offering students the flexibility to learn at their own pace and convenience. So here in blended learning, so 'di ba na-experience natin to nung pandemic days. So 'di ba we have the face-to-face class. For example, sit A is face-to-face class, and then for afternoon is online learning. So in flexible learning talaga is very important itong blended learnings kasi kahit wala tayo sa school or nasaan man tayo, is nakakapagklase pa rin tayo kasi merong online learning experiences. Number 6 is continuous assessment and feedback. In flexible learning and teaching, assessment is an ongoing process that supports student growth and progress. So, 'di ba, in continuous assessment and feedback, so we need to check the progress of the student. For example, in early childhood education, in early childhood, 'di ba we have SCCD, or the Early Childhood Care and Development Checklist. So we need to check if kung saan sila nag-improve at saka saan sila bumaba. At saka gagawa tayo ng feedback para mas pa-improve talaga nila kung saan sila mas baba. Number 7 is the collaboration and communication. Flexible teaching and learning fosters collaboration and communication among students and teachers. It encourages students to work together, share ideas, and learn from one another. So, 'di ba, sa atin talaga is importante yung groupings. Of course, 'di ba, para mas makakapag-interact sila sa iba at makakapag-share ng ideas. And of course, we as a teacher, we have to go with them. For example, sa groupings, we need to round by groups, 'di ba, para matulungan natin sila kung saan sila nagkulang or saan sila mahina. So we need to correct them, or if we have a suggestions, 'di ba, magsasuggest tayo at So the next is the differentiated teaching. So differentiated teaching, also known as differentiated instruction, is an approach that recognizes and addresses the diverse learning needs, abilities, and interests of students in the classroom. So it involves tailoring instruction and learning experiences to accommodate different learners, ensuring that all students have the opportunity to learn and succeed. So differentiated teaching daw is also known differentiated instruction. So differentiated learning is through differentiated instruction, mabibigay natin yung pangangailangan ng mga students at of course, 'di ba, makikita natin kung saan sila may ability. For example, we will give them drawing activities. So, 'di ba? Makikita natin kung may ability ba sila na to draw or something, and mas makikita rin natin kung saan mas interested yung student. For example, they are interested to play a game. So, 'di ba? For example, puzzle. So, if they are interested to puzzle game, so 'di ba gagawa talaga sila, or mas kung gusto nila is gagawin talaga nila. Differentiated is teaching or instruction is makikater talaga natin lahat for lahat ng mga needs nila, their abilities, at kung saan sila interested. So lahat ng students is makaka-learn talaga kasi nandiyan na lahat ng mga differentiated activities. So there are 7 differentiated teaching strategies. So first is the individualized instruction. Differentiated teaching involves providing individualized instruction that is tailored to the specific needs of each student. This includes adapting content process and product to match students' learning styles, abilities, and interests. So, teachers may provide different resources, assignments, or activities to meet the unique needs of each student. So, in individualized instruction, so magbibigay tayo ng individualized instructions para makita natin kung saan sila mas interested, or saan sila, kung anong prefer nila, kung saan sila mas nakaka-learn. So, makikita natin din dito kung naka-learn ba sila sa mga topics or hindi. Diyan natin malalaman kung ang bata is nag-improve ba talaga. Next is flexible grouping. Differentiated teaching often involves flexible grouping strategies that allow students to work with peers who have similar learning needs or interests. This can include small group work, cooperative learning, or peer tutoring. Grouping students based on their abilities or interests ensure that they receive target instruction and support. Sa flexible grouping is that it allows students to work with peers. So for example, sa church, 'di ba? So we have a Bible studies or Sunday scholars, 'di ba? So they have their same interest, or kung saan sila mas interested sila, for example, to learn a Bible. So 'di ba? There are groupings na mag-storytelling about sa Bibles, 'di ba? So at also nandito din sa flexible grouping is yung per tutoring, 'di ba? So through the tutor, so maka-learn all ang mga bata sa tutor, 'di ba? So and cooperative learning. So cooperative, for example, group. So maka-learn sila through the group to share their ideas and to have a brainstorming. Isa na rin sa example dito sa flexible grouping is the group of researcher. So, 'di ba, we have our group study para malaman natin yung, for example, our topic, and also yun, makaka-learn tayo sa isa't isa. Number 3 is the varied learning materials. So, differentiated teaching utilizes a variety of learning materials to cater to different learning styles, and preferences. They may include visual aids, hands-on, manipulatives, technology-based resources, or audio recordings. So, by providing multiple options, teachers can engage students through the preferred learning modalities. Dito sa varied learning materials, so, dito na may include yung mga visual aids, hands-on manipulatives, and technology-based resources. So, diba, ang mga students talaga is mas nakaka-learn sila through visual aids and also in the hands-on manipulative. So, diba, mas magkakaroon ng deeper understanding ng mga bata if they hold the particular object, for example, an apple. So this is an apple, its shape is, for example, like that. And also makikita nila yung shapes, pag nahahawakan nila, makaka-learn na talaga sila. The number 4 is adjusting pace and complexity. So differentiated teaching recognize that students learn at different paces and having varying levels of prior knowledge. So teachers adjust the pace and complexity of instruction to ensure that all students are appropriately challenged and supported. This may involve providing additional resources or scaffolding for struggling students or offering extension activities for advanced learners. So here an adjusted pace and complexity. So, 'di ba, ang mga teachers nag-a-adjust. For example, ang student is mahina or slow learner, 'di ba? So, mag-a-adjust talaga ang teacher. So, for example, i-scaffold niya 'yon to have the student to have a deeper understanding for that particular topic. And also, mas magbibigay siya ng activities para ang mga student is maka-learn talaga. Teacher is i-scaffold yung bata na nahihirapang maka-learn, at saka ang teacher talaga is support. For example, yung bata is hindi nakakaintindi, so uulit-ulitin niya yung topic hanggang sa maka-learn yung bata. So hindi niya titigilan kung hindi pa ito nakakakuha. So the number 5 is multiple assessment strategies. So differentiated teaching involves using a range of assessment strategies to gather evidence of student learning. So this includes formative assessment such as quizzes or observations, as well as summative assessments such as test or project. Diba, ang mga teachers is they will conduct a summative para makita kung naka-learn ba yung bata at kung saan sila nag-improve, at kung yung hindi is they will scaffold that student. So diba, through quizzes is mas malalaman natin kung naka-learn ba sila or nakakuha sila sa mga topics natin. Yung assignment and quizzes is, or summative is, the evidence of the students is naka-learn ba talaga sila sa topic. The next is the individual goal setting. Differentiated teaching encourages students to set individual learning goals, take ownership of their learning. So teachers work collaboratively with students to identify their strengths, areas of growth, and personal interests. So here an individual goal setting. So, diba, the teachers encourages students to set their goals, diba? So, for example, sa early childhood, so diba, there are students na, for example, they want to be a teacher someday. So diba, meron silang interest or goal or strength. The last one is the ongoing reflection and feedback. So differentiated teaching involves providing ongoing feedback and opportunities for students to reflect on their learning. So teachers provide timely and specific feedback to guide student progress and help them make improvements. So that is all my topic was all about. So thank you for listening.